What is going on, folks? Welcome back over here to the channel. Today we kick it off with episode 48 of the Mega Farm series. So sit back, relax, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. And don't forget we are doing a giveaway, information in the description below. Without further ado, let's get right into it. What is going on, folks? So today we start in the month of April, year 6 over here on the Mega Farm. And over the winter, we ended up selling off all our productions from the greenhouse, from its auto sale ability, and that put us up to 525,000. Definitely not bad, but for what I'm planning on doing next, I think I'm going to need every penny I can get. um, but to start off, we are going to. I have a full semi load of honey ready to go. We have a ton of pallets, a bunch of eggs, and a ton of goat milk that we need to sell off really quick. So let us go ahead and get to town and make our first sale. Alright, we're pulling into town with our first load of honey, and these AI drivers have no idea how to drive. I just had a bus cut me off as I was going down the road, crashed into it, and now this school bus was trying to pass me. I tell you what, I'm bad enough at driving in this game, let alone having the AI mess me up too. So let us go ahead and sell this first load of honey off here, and this semi struggles hard trying to pull this trailer loaded. Like, it was rough. Going up the hills, I could hit maybe 5-10 miles an hour on the back roads. Yeah, it was pretty rough. So what are we looking at here for our first trip? It sells so slow. 100,000, not bad. But that just shows how overpowered honey is in this game. Kind of ridiculous. But let us go ahead and get back to the farm, and we'll see you as soon as we arrive back into town. Well, we are rolling into town, and we have an absolute trailer full. I mean, this thing is loaded down from over the winter. I am definitely, after this episode, I am changing things up with our productions. I'm going to put auto sell spots on the honey, goat milk, and eggs. Because this is taking a lot of time per episode, I'm noticing. And we could be using that time to actually be developing the farm, and we're going to need that time, especially here in the future. So let me go ahead and sell off all these productions really quick. So with the honey and the eggs, what we got? 65, 67. Almost 90K. I'm sure my math wasn't mathing there exactly, but I think we were close. And let us go ahead and sell off all this goat milk. 209,000 just from the goat milk. That's pretty crazy right there. I knew buying those extra goats would help a lot. But let us go ahead and get back to the farm, and we're going to make a couple big purchases. So we made it back over here to the farm, and first things first, I'm going to make a few purchases. And we are going to start off with a new plow. We're going to go with the Lizard brand. And I upped the working speed on everything. Although you guys can't really tell during the montages anyway. But we're going to go with the 12-meter plow. It's only $21,000, super cheap. Plus it works really well. I wasn't going to go with one of these because I think that's a little overkill. But I don't know. Yeah, 22 meters and 26 meters. That's kind of crazy. So, okay, there's that. We're going to pick ourselves up a new roller. And I do think I'm just going to go with this Brandt Land Roller, if I could speak correctly here. Because the next available one is the Diablo Mega Roll. And that's 24.3 meters. But this one's cheaper. And it's a little bigger. So we're going to go with this. We're going to purchase that. And then we're finally going to pick ourselves up a decent sized weeder. Because the one we have kind of takes us forever. Let us see what we've got here. No, I don't need it to seed for me. That's kind of crazy, to be honest, though. We may go with this one. I don't want one... Well, we could go with that. What do we got here? That's 24.5. No. I don't want anything... Well... I'm on the fence here. Let's look at pricing. So that's 85,000. That's 59,000. What about the size here? That's 21.3 meters. 27. You know, we will go with this one right here. Boom. And there we have it. We have a new roller, a new weeder, and a new plow. And then I think we're going to make a couple even bigger purchases here. So let us go check the map out. And I think... So we own 7, 6, 13, and 14. I think we're going to... What do they got planted on here? Spinach and canola. So we're going to buy field number 8. As well as... that's a little bit out of my budget. However, no, we can't go with that because it comes with all that property. You know what? We'll go with field 39 as well. And I think while we are at it, we will go with field number 4. And that doesn't break the bank too bad. Plus, we ended up with quite a bit of equipment we could use. Now, what I think I'm going to do here is we're going to keep the canola and harvest that when it's ready. It looks like they both have cotton on them. So I think we are going to plow the cotton out of these two fields. So let me go ahead and go grab our new equipment, and I will be right back. Alright, so we made it back over here to the farm with all our new equipment. And first things first, we're going to need a bigger area to start storing stuff because this equipment is going to take up a ton of room. So I see some big expansions here of my near future. But first things first, what I wanted to do, and I thought this over a little bit more, is we're going to get rid of this location where our honey comes up, and then we're going to move it over this way. So let us find, there we go. And I don't really think it matters too much. Yeah, doesn't really matter. But we're going to put the spawning location for the honey over here. And then we're going to put an auto sale spot on that. Now, I thought it over. The goat milk and the eggs, I'm going to still sell those in. Because I do enjoy that. It's just
all this honey and this trying to truck them in with this trailer is almost impossible. And I do think I'm going to sell off the trailer. We're going to keep the semi because we're going to need it. However, we're definitely selling off the trailer. We won't need that anymore. There we go. Bam. Now, every time our honey spawns in, it will sell off. Okay, so let us go ahead and take a look at that. The eggs and goat milk, yeah, we'll keep. And then we have all our greenhouses set to sell off anyway. Alright, that doesn't look bad at all. Alright, so now let us go ahead and get over to our new Fendt that I've got set up here. And we're going to get both of these fields ripped up. Now, the one thing that I am kind of weary on, I guess, is should I lime this before I plow this? Or does it not matter? And I'm not 100% sure, so we're just going to plow this up and go from there. So let us go ahead and get in the field, and let's knock this out.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ha. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit
And there we have it. Both our new fields are plowed. And like I said, we are keeping the canola one. That's a nice chunk of change sitting there as soon as we harvest that. So let us go ahead and get back over to the barn. And we will see you there here in a second. Alright, we made it back over here to the barn. And the one thing I want to do for this episode is we're going to sell off our trailer. Not that one. That one. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we're going to go ahead and pick up a new trailer too. One that holds some more space, and two, doesn't have a movable axle. I'll just go ahead and check the market. It doesn't look like there's anything used. No, but there's a 9RX series. Oh man. I wish I would have looked in here first before we made all our purchases. That would have been awesome to have. But let us check. It's up here. Boom. Alright, now we want to get a new trailer, but that doesn't have a pivotable axle. And that looks like it pivots. I don't think these do, though. I never really thought this out. That one isn't. Plus, that holds quite a bit. However, I think my truck may struggle pulling that. Unfortunately. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, we could always hook it up to the other tractor. Do a quick scroll. That's a tandem trailer. And that's got a pivotable axle. What do we got here? Not exactly sure what I want to go with here. You know what? I think we will go try. Well, what is this? You know what? I think we'll give this one a shot. They want $49,000 for it. Let's go ahead and make a couple modifications to it. I kind of like those. Toolbox doesn't matter, that's just look. We will put the triangle, of course. What is that? Ah. And there we have it. I think that is what we're going to go with. I can't change the color. Let us go ahead and get rid of the plate. And there we have it. Boom. We have ourselves a new trailer. And while we are at it, we're going to sell our old one. Because I am not a fan of it. Boom. And there we have it. We have our new trailer, and we got rid of a couple other ones. But I think that's what we're going to call it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.